Hey guys, welcome back to the Atreyu channel. I know quite a few of you still don't know how to pronounce that name for some reason, but yes, it's Atreyu. If ever you are curious as to how to pronounce it, just listen to the intro song because I say it in there a lot. So today I will be giving you an update and talking just a little bit about the coronavirus, COVID-19, and Locs. Let's get to it. Alright, so today is my 5-year, 7-month Lociversary. It is March 16th. But before we get into this video, I want to ask you to stop, think about it, and hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, please notice how you are vibing or not with the content. And if you are vibing with it, after you hit that like button, be sure to subscribe. Alright, let's get to this update. I can't believe it has been 5 years and 7 months. I mean, forget the 7 months, 5 years. I've really had lots for like 5 years? What? That's craziness. Crazy talk. Crazy speak. Alright, and for those of you wondering about this baby hair, I don't do that intentionally. I'm not trying to do the baby hair thing that you see a lot of ladies do. That's just what happens. Just have to put that out there. Alright, so yes, with the last video, if you saw it, you know that it was a big deal for me to retwist. To successfully retwist, it took actually 3 attempts, but your boy finally made it. So all is gravy. We're leaving that in the past. But if you want to know about that whole fiasco, check out that video. So looking at this retwist, you can still see my scalp even though it's been several days ago now. One of the things that I noticed when I retwisted this time after almost 7 months is that I have a lot of new growth, or I had a lot of new growth. I mean, it's still there, it's just twisted. Let's see how thin it is. And for those of you who are new to Locs, know that this thinner part, that's natural. It'll thicken up as it buds and then locks up. So it won't always be this thin. If you ever see that when you're new to Locs and you get worried that your locks are thinning out, they're not thinning out. The hair is just twisted, so it's naturally narrower. So here are the various stages, all right here. Fresh retwist, if you get comb coils, bud, locked, and then mature. But yeah, look at the sheer amount of twisted part. Look at that. I had all that new growth because it had been so many months since I last retwisted. And as Pretty in Purple mentioned in one of her recent videos, this isn't even like the true length of the new growth because it's twisted. You lose some of the length in the winding up of the hair, right? So yeah, a lot of new growth, a lot of shiny part, but it's pretty cool. You can also tell because it's still kind of stretchy because it hasn't locked up yet. So, and that's also another way that you can tell if your locks are locked or if your starter locks are locked. So once that give goes away, then you'll know that your locks are actually finally locked. Until then, it's gonna stretch out a little bit. See how it coils back in once I release? Yeah, that's gonna happen. But once your hair is fully locked, it won't do that. Pro tip for newbies. But yeah, the Locs are doing well. And since it's been several days, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to moisturize with my Caradoll Sheen Spray. Because we lockers, we just love looking at locks being moisturized, don't we? We do. And you guys know I primarily try to spray it on my scalp. That's one good thing about a relatively fresh retwist, is that you can get to your scalp much easier. You can put a little bit on your locks like that. And then what you do is you take your fingertips, and just rake it through here. Okay. And then you have that nice sheen again. Now for those of you who are wondering why my hair is fuzzy, it's because I have locks. But also it's because I retwist with water, either distilled or rose, okay? I don't retwist with gels, soufflés, waxes. I don't retwist with all that. I just retwist with water. And it's enough to keep the parts in place. Basically, I'm just trying to separate the hairs and separate my locks. I want individual locks, right? I don't want my locks to mat up like crazy. So that's all I'm ever trying to really achieve with retwist. It's just that separation. I don't need it to hold so that I can see my bare scalp with each part, right? And people who do try to achieve that aesthetic, they use, different gels and stuff because there's a tighter hold. I'm just trying to basically create that separation and kind of slow down or impede the matting up process between locks. So water works perfectly well for me, and I don't ever really see myself using anything else to do a retwist with. Why would I, right? It's the cheapest product I know. Now in terms of the coronavirus, COVID-19, I'm sure you guys have all the stats by now, whether you got it from your newspaper, the actual news, social media, word of mouth. So I'm not gonna get into the statistics and stuff. What I am going to say as it relates to locks is that I'm just happy that I keep mine covered in a satin bonnet and tam, especially when I go out, because if you think about it, this is just more surface area for the virus to rest on, right? And then you guys know that it takes a certain amount of time for the virus to die on surfaces. It's just more of an opportunity to contract this virus. And you know that the virus enters places like your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Guess what? The locks are constantly in my face. And if you're eating, which I never eat with my locks down, but if you were, locks have been known to get in your food from time to time. And then guess what? That food goes in your mouth, right? If you have your locks out and down, you're constantly touching them, right? And then you inevitably at some point touch your face without having washed your hands first. So this is, just in case you needed it, yet another reason, another benefit to keeping your locks up, not having them down, especially in these COVID-19 times. Just saying. So recently I've been thinking about switching up the channel, maybe taking it in a different direction. Before you guys panic, if I do decide to do that, it's always still gonna have lock content. That's why I created it, and that will never die. But how should I put this? I'm kind of starting to feel like there are a select few people, comparatively speaking, interested in locks. It's nowhere near the vast majority. And that select few, which can amount to a lot, because I'm speaking comparatively, they have the people that they go to for lock content. The Keisha Charmaine, the Damian Walter, the Yanni the Lockologist. They're not trying to hear from me on locks because they have all of those gurus, right? So I'm thinking maybe I should take my channel in a different direction. And what I want to know from you guys is, what direction do you think that could be? what would you like to see me do with this channel, if not solely lock content? Drop down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys are being safe and taking care of yourselves. I hope you have enjoyed this 5-year, 7-month lock update, and I'm going to see you in the next video. As always, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. So Atreyu is out.